it's FYF Sportsman. It's Lamont. We are back with another podcast episode, man. And today, I had to do this reaction to this video. I know it's not sports related, but man, when I saw this video, I said I gotta react to this. I gotta see what happened. It's all over the internet right now. Everybody is talking about it. It's the incident that happened on the Fresh and Fit podcast with Tommy Sotomayor on the channel. Now, we got to give a big salute out to Fresh and Fit podcast. Why? Primarily because similar to FYF Sports, man, they have a similar mantra. Right here at FYF Sports is fuck your feelings, man. All feelings got to be removed from these debates. You got to come regardless of how somebody delivers the message. If you get max ethered on this channel, you get max ethered. And you just got to accept it however it comes, in whatever form it comes. And similar on Fresh and Fit podcast, I mean, when you listen to these two brothers talk to these women, man, and really are breaking down the real world, real life circumstances and how men actually think. And, you know, I guess when you're dealing with these type of women that they bring on the show, these women are so-called looking for high value men, and they break down what comes with that particular venture, man. So salute to them. And you definitely also got to give a salute to Tommy Sotomayor, man. This Tommy Sotomayor, look, the connection there, you guys have all seen the videos. Tommy Sotomayor did a reaction, a part 1 and a part 2 to our interview with Kwame Brown when he came on our show, trying to explain, I guess, some of his actions on how he was trying to attack us here at FYF Sports with regards to putting information about my personal background out there, and it was simply unrelated to any particular topic. So similar to with the Kwame Brown situation and how Kwame Brown got caught up in his emotions because he caught the max ether from FYF Sports with regards to trading and codes, and then with regards to the basketball take. A lot of these women, on this podcast, Fresh and Fit podcast, you see a lot of these women, and even with Tommy Sotomayor, you see a lot of people attack them with emotional responses, right? That you can't really attack the things that they say because it makes too much sense. So you have to attack them in an emotional way because you don't know how to deploy the max ether yourself. So this video right here, man, Tommy Sotomayor, I was on his channel, I was on his show. I even told him, man, I said, man, you are crazy. I said, you will say anything to anybody, any place, anytime. And whatever comes with it, you all for it. I mean, he's self-proclaimed the king of controversy for a reason. This is exactly why those brothers on the Fresh and Fit podcast had him on this show. All right, and again, a lot of you guys, you might have your own personal feelings about Tommy Sotomayor. Again, I've even told him on this show, I definitely disagree with some of the things that he says, but you cannot knock his grind. Right, he comes with facts with a lot of the things that he says, but then he's also going to double down and come with the jokes. And then that's that fine line you got to toe, because the jokes are going to bring out that emotional side in you. It's going to take you away from your facts, and that just opens the door for so many people that engage in a conversation with him to get the max ether because they get caught up in the emotional side of things. But we're going to take it to this video, man. The video is short. A Fresh and Fit podcast, obviously, with all of the things surrounding their channel. So many people are out there trying to cancel that show, cancel them. They took the video down. I'm assuming they privated the video, but the clip of what happened, the internet is ruthless, man. Everything gets screen recorded, everything gets clipped. You can never be fast enough with regards to deleting videos on time. And man, so many people clipped what happened, and we're gonna share it with you here on FYF Sports. Now, I saw a snippet of DJ Akademiks, and I saw a snippet of these brothers talking to, I think, DJ Akademiks on IG Live. I think it was IG Live. And they were just kind of giving the backstage to what happened. And we're just going to kind of walk through what happened, man. And you guys just give me your opinion on what you think happened and what you think. Did you think this will positively affect the Fresh and Fit podcast or negatively affect them? How do you think the public is going to receive this? Man, we're gonna break down all of that here in a second. Let's go ahead and get to the video.
Niggas pay me? Do you hear me?
This bitch is drunk and acting stupid.
I'm not drunk. I'm dead ass not drunk.
You dead ass drunk and stupid.
Drunk. I promise to God.
That weed too tight and you need a different kind of glue.
God knows I'm not drunk right now.
Dumb son of a bitch. Just up here just being ignorant for no reason.
No. He not finna try to play me.
Who's playing you, stupid bitch?
No, bitch, you fucking stupid. No.
Hey, this is what this lady just did is similar to what we see in the NBA, right? Like, remember when we saw with Isaiah Stewart, and him getting elbowed by LeBron James. So Isaiah Stewart gets, whether you want to call it accident, incidental contact, it potentially could have been on purpose. Either way, he gets elbowed by LeBron James on purpose, or however you want to describe it, face all bloody. But the man don't start acting a fool or running around the court acting like he want to fight people until you got security and 14, 15 teammates in between, everybody there to hold you back, so you know nothing can actually go down. It's crazy how you see the producer. I'm assuming this guy that walked up here to kind of get in between them, everybody probably in the room probably felt the tension. I'm assuming before this particular moment, there was some contentious statements said back and forth, but he comes to kind of stand in between them it seems like he's trying to ease the tension, man, bring everybody down to a level head. So I'm assuming they can get back to their debate. But as soon as he comes over, she stands up and she turns her energy up even more, which is crazy, right? Because if you really wanted to do something to the man, similar to Isaiah Stewart with LeBron James, you would have did it when y'all was standing toe to toe, face to face with really no one there to give you your hold me back moment. I mean, that's exactly what this is right here. Let's go ahead and finish this clip out. Now, this clip is short, but it definitely breaks down exactly what happened, man. We're going to go ahead and play it. Oh man. You know what, man? If we ever get to the point where we have a live show like this, I mean, because the thing is, when you have a channel, I mean, even when I do my lives, it's so many things that can go wrong just by having random people just on the live virtually. I couldn't imagine having a live studio, having guests in studio, and things get out of hand like this. I mean, when you're doing the virtual setup and you're bringing people on the panel, I can kick people out. I can mute them. I can do whatever, like to immediately quell the situation. And even that gets stressful. That even gets stressful to manage all of those personalities in a virtual setting. To have all of these people in a live studio and anything can go wrong at any time. And you already got, obviously, the two hosts of Fresh and Fit. I mean, I'm sure they say a lot of things that put these women on 10. And then you add in Tommy Sotomayor. This man knows how to respectfully disrespect you. I mean, this man will, in the most calmest tone, call you out your name. But whatever this lady said, she got Tommy Sotomayor to turn up. And then in the midst of the tussle, remember, in the midst of her hold me back moment, y'all saw it right here. I'm gonna run it back. She swung at Tommy Sotomayor. I think she might have even connected. We're gonna run it back. We gotta run this back. Alright, so I'm gonna play it from the time that she stood up. Alright, so we're gonna play it from her. We're gonna see if she connected.
Wait a minute. I'm the wrong nigga.
Hit me again, you nasty bitch. Hit me again, you nasty bitch. You nasty bitch. Well, smack this bitch. You nasty hoe.
Oh man, that went crazy real fast right there. That went ballistic real fast. I mean, salute to those guys on the podcast for jumping in, intervening. It looks like the show producer was holding her back, and then Myron actually ran over there to hold Tommy Sotomayor back because, like I said before, she's in her hold me back moment, right? She's fighting the guy that's holding her back. Tommy's just standing there, and she reaches when she gets the opportunity, she reaches her arm out, knowing that, you know, it's going to be hard for anybody to retaliate. I mean, if these two were standing toe to toe, I 100% did not believe she's going to swing on a grown man. but she swings on him. It looks like she connected, and Tommy Sotomayor went ballistic right there. Now, you guys right there, you guys got the opportunity to chime in on this right here. Do you believe that Tommy Sotomayor is wrong for going back at her, or do you guys are you guys equal opportunists? All right, if a woman swings on you, is she equally deserving of an ass whooping in this era, in this day and age, right, where everything's all equal? I guess this is what they teach in this era. Everything's all equal. All right, you can be whoever you want. Right, equality. So I mean, is there now a such thing as equal opportunity ass whoopings? Is Tommy Sotomayor, would he be justified, right? If both people, right, if the show producer lets her go and Myron lets Tommy Sotomayor go, would they be wrong for letting them two go at it, especially after she is the one that assaulted him? Is everything that he does after that protecting himself, or are men supposed to be the bigger ones and just walk away every single time? I mean, you guys let me know, because it's a different day and age now. It's a different time. And with the new times, whether a lot of people like it or not, new boundaries have been created. So I've been kind of hearing two sides of the spectrum now. I was watching that IG live with Akademiks, and Myron and Fresh and the guys from the podcast. I was watching them talk about this incident, and they were basically saying they were 100% against a man hitting a woman. They were even making jokes about Myron, because obviously everybody knows the controversy that surrounded these two when they said that they don't date black girls. But the irony of this is that they ultimately made a joke out of it when DJ Akademiks said, well, Myron, you saved a black girl. I mean, he held Tommy Sotomayor back, because unless Myron was there was nobody stopping Tommy Sotomayor from running up on her, giving her a Superman punch right over that producer's shoulder. Because that's exactly what was coming if he didn't come over there and push him back. The real question here is, how is this incident going to be receptive to the public? I think you're going to have a lot of people on either side of the coin with real emotional takes on this. I'm assuming you're gonna have the women's side of it, and then you're gonna have that sector of men who like to simp and cater to everything that women say or do. I think they're gonna side with the woman in this, and then you also gonna have all the people that hate Tommy Sotomayor. I feel like they're gonna jump on this bandwagon that he was wrong as well. But then you have the other side of the coin where you have this new sector. I'm assuming this sector called the manosphere. I don't even think Fresh and Fit can put themselves in that particular bubble. I wouldn't put myself in that bubble. There's just too many weird people who've labeled themselves supposedly the manosphere and put themselves in this weird sector. But you're going to have that sector, I'm assuming, who are going to defend what he did. And I think you're going to have some people saying he has a right to protect himself if he is attacked, man. So there you guys have it right there, man. Drama from the king of controversy himself on the Fresh and Fit podcast. I would put the link to this video in the description, but they have privated the video to take it down. I'm assuming, I think right now, what they're doing is they're waiting to see how is this going to be digested by the public. Is there going to be another push to cancel these brothers? Because we saw that once before, then that died down, which really with his powerful of a platform that they have, I think it's going to be next to impossible to cancel these two dudes. I mean, they've been trending upward. I remember watching these guys when they had 20,000 subscribers, just like me. It was just crazy. I'm sitting there watching them. They're at the same sub count as me, and then the next thing you know, right, a couple viral moments, and I mean, like I said, now they're at the top of the game. So I mean, that's how quickly things can change in this YouTube sector. I even reached out to him by email. I was early into this. I was trying to get him on the show for an interview, but right now, I mean, I'm assuming their emails are full of people trying to get him on their show. But man, salute to these guys, man. They've even ventured off and started their own individual podcast. Obviously, Myron, I love some of his shows. Former FBI agent, so he's talking about court cases, hip hop, and things of that nature, and how it relates to our culture. Really giving out some sound advice to some people. If you're a rapper, you need to be listening to this man. Right? He's giving you some sound advice. Then you got Tommy Sotomayor. Look, you could take Tommy Sotomayor with a grain of salt. There's a lot of people that hate him, but when I talk to the people that hate him, this is the weird thing about the people that hate Tommy Sotomayor. When you talk to the people that hate him, they honestly don't have a legitimate reason for not liking him outside of the fact that either someone that they know or like doesn't like him, or maybe he came at one of their talking points, right? Or maybe they were doing something silly and he called them out. Like, I mean, Tommy Sotomayor I don't really want to call it calling him. He even called me out to a certain degree. I mean, he even nicknamed me the soft nigger whisperer because of how when Kwame Brown came on the show, I'm allowing this guy to get his rocks off and talk and do his thing, and I'm really holding the dogs back from really going in on this man. So like I said, I got to take that with a grain of salt because the things that I've put out, the things that I did in that interview, I mean, you have to give me that label. I have to own that. I have my reasons for it, but I have to own that, man. So it's just too many people just so emotional this day and age, man. With all of these takes, man. You guys, man, let me know in the comments, man. What do you think about this incident, right? I know you guys, I know a lot of people, I know the comments are just going to be so back and forth, man. But, man, what do you think about this incident? My opinion, I do not believe that this incident will have any negative impact on their channel. I think this incident is only going to make more people want to watch. If you guys see all of the YouTubers that are on the rise right now, a lot of the YouTubers that are on the rise right now, it's generally because of toxic incidents or drama, whether you want it or not, but it brings more people to your show, right? It brings an entirely new audience to your show. I mean, look, this incident was so crazy, it got a sports channel like me reacting to it, right? I mean, I have some ties with Tommy Sotomayor. Hopefully, I can have him on the podcast for an interview. I'll be reaching out to him pretty soon. But man, what an incident on the Fresh and Fit podcast. Podcast show was going strong, man. Salute to those guys for doing their thing with the show. Salute to Tommy Sotomayor, man. Tommy, I know you're probably gonna see this. I know you check my videos out every now and then, but man, I see the hate coming your way, going a mile away. It's crazy because I was on another YouTuber's channel and he asked me a question. This is how much Tommy Sotomayor is hated by other YouTubers. I was on another YouTuber's channel, and in the middle of a conversation that didn't have anything to do with Tommy Sotomayor, the man just stops the conversation and says, "Hey, do you support Tommy Sotomayor?" I actually called him something else. I forgot the name. He threw out some obviously he gave him some type of nickname. And I said, "Who is that?" Then he said the name Tommy, and I'm like, it's like, yeah, I support him. Content creator, I definitely got to support another content creator, right? He does what I do. He's in the same lane. I'm trying to find a lane of success in this game that's similar to how he's found it. As soon as I told him that, blocked me, kicked me off the StreamYard, blocked me from the channel, all because of Tommy Sotomayor. And that's what I mean right there. This man, Tommy Sotomayor, even the Fresh and Fit podcast, what I love about these shows is they expose the emotional men. So basically, when you deal with these two podcasts, or when you see the people that hate them, it's actually giving you a radar of people you probably want to stay away from. Because there's really no reason to hate him. I'm not going to sit here and hate Tommy Sotomayor, a man who I've never met in person. Same with Fresh and Fit podcast. The only thing I can do is salute these two brothers for growing podcasts, channels on YouTube, making a lot of money. And I'm watching these guys build up businesses from the ground up. I mean, Tommy Sotomayor, he has his daughter at home with him. He's being a good dad. I mean, how could I can't knock him if the only perception, the only thing negative you can say about me is he said something on YouTube that you didn't like. I can't be mad at him for that. I can laugh. I can take it with a grain of salt. I can understand that some people say things to trigger sensitive people, but man, it's crazy on this YouTube. It's crazy on these YouTube streets right now. Again, you guys gotta spam up the comments, man. Let me know what you think about this particular incident. How will social media react to it? And will this make Fresh and Fit bigger than ever? Or will there be a major attempt to cancel these brothers once again? And I think it's sad that black people are even trying to cancel other black YouTubers. For all I've seen over the last 6 months is black content creators try to cancel each other. Just like with my Sally Jenkins video, no one has tried to cancel a Sally Jenkins, right? Or a Nick Wright or Skip Bayless. They're scared to cancel those guys. But man, when it comes to other black people in the media, I'm talking about people are quick to say stop watching, unsubscribe, don't donate, do all of that stuff to them. Come leave toxic messages, spread lies. So I feel for these brothers who are now at the top of the YouTube game. A lot of jealousy being thrown their way, whether you love them or hate them, right? Whether you agree or disagree. This YouTube sector is completely unfair, man. It's very odd, but man, that's the Tommy Sotomayor Fresh and Fit drama. As I see it, that's my perception on it. Like I said, salute to both of these brothers. I'll be reaching out to Tommy. Hopefully I can have him on the show and he can give his thoughts on this, but what an incident right there on the Fresh and Fit podcast. It's just, you never know what to expect on that particular show. But hey, man, salute to you guys. Appreciate you guys watching, man. We will be back with more sports and news this week. We got a lot of podcast episodes dropping. Remember, we're going to still be going live. We're just going to reduce the amount of times that we go live. Look, I do not want this channel to be about us just going live or what the next live topic is going to be. A live stream event, we want it to be exactly that, a live stream event. We want our events here to be very specific towards certain topics for a certain reason, to push a certain point across, and then to bring in certain type of support, right? You know, we you know, if we need you guys to, you know, to hit us in the Cash App or bring in certain types of donations for a certain cause or for a certain event or movement, that's when we want to have our lives right there, when we're really pushing for it. But I just didn't want to make this channel about being live all the time, and we got a certain type of content that we want to push, right? We got to keep it in the sports. But we like to really dig deep and really dive into some of these topics like no other sports channel. We don't like to be surface level. But again, I think this will be the best way to get us back on our path, right? And then really start catering to some of the brand partners that we have that we've linked with, man. You guys already know the Crown Royal partnership. We still got Bang Energy Drink rocking with us. We still got Manscaped rocking with us, man. We got a few more companies out there that we want to push their products and that information to you. So stay tuned here on FYF Sports. Hey, but it's FYF Sports, man. Another great podcast episode. We'll be back with more sports and news. But until then, it's FYF Sports. And we out.
So trapping hard, getting rid of them loads. Gotta go get it, the life that I chose. Let a finger, fuck the cash and fuck on the hoes. Been through it all, I sold $1 million no's. Stack up a milli, got rich nigga goals. Stack up a milli, got rich nigga goals. I got rich nigga goals. I got rich nigga goals. So trapping hard, getting rid of them loads. Gotta go get it, the life that I chose. Let a finger, fuck the cash and fuck on the hoes. Been through it all, I sold $1 million no's. Stack up a milli, got rich nigga goals. Stack up a milli, got rich nigga goals. I got rich nigga goals. I got rich nigga goals. Ain't always that place I started was on. So million notes from the land of the old. 1B a million nigga, got rich nigga goals. Neck and wrist froze, might do the rules gold. BBS in my 41mm, keep the pack strapped with a 9mm. My bitch bag, I do right shit, keep a letter, write me, then I flip her over and beat her. Fuck me good, her shit wetter than water. Help me count up my way up for the morning. Switch my number pack, touchdown, I'm gonna run through the lows, importer, exporter. Love when the number drop, my bag increase. Up and down like stocks, hate when it decrease. Play with cash, we pop up, these niggas DC. Can't escape my past, the trap shit and me. Got turned out when I sing what you make of zones. Chasing bags, trying to get it till I jumped out the pool. Sell designer, why design it down, fucking with the lows. Make movies in the club every time I light show. Got turned out when I sing what you make of zones. Chasing bags, trying to get it till I jumped out the pool. Sell designer, why design it down, fucking with the lows. Make movies in the club every time I light show. So trapping hard, getting rid of them loads. Gotta go get it, the life that I chose. Let a finger, fuck the cash and fuck on the hoes. Been through it all, I sold $1 million no's. Stack up a milli, got rich nigga goals. Stack up a milli, got rich nigga goals. I got rich nigga goals. I got rich nigga goals. So trapping hard, getting rid of them loads. Gotta go get it, the life that I chose. Let a finger, fuck the cash and fuck on the hoes. Been through it all, I sold $1 million no's. Stack up a milli, got rich nigga goals. Stack up a milli, got rich nigga goals. I got rich nigga goals. I got rich nigga goals.